So I came across this video just today and I thought it was quite interesting. I wanted to react to it because it's actually something I've been thinking about. Not too long ago, I was like, listen, when I go on TikTok, it seems like everyone is an addict. And then this girl said it perfectly. And I was like, oh my God, TikTok is like a modern new age casino.
Well, let me just push it again. Well, if I push it again, I'll hit a jackpot. If I push it again, maybe I'll get the jackpot.
That's how everyone is engaging with the platform. It's like a casino.
They let you win every now and again. And by win, I mean they sprinkle in a few likes here and there.
And this girl did a brilliant job of just like venting her frustrations. And I think there's a lot of value actually in it. And we're going to reflect on it right now.
I was like, oh, damn. I'm going to have to stop posting. I'm going to have to stop being on social media as much. But it's like social media has just become like playing the slots at this point. You keep going, you keep playing consistently by posting and posting and posting and posting and posting, and you hope and pray to God that one of them will hit at some point. You just, please God, let one hit. And when it does, epic high. Oh my God, 1 million people saw this video.
For all the creators out there, anyone who's just posting content, trying to get seen, trying to be felt, maybe turn it into a business or a career, whatever it may be. Think about all the times you post something and how much of it just feels like a stroke of luck. Like, let's just see what happens. And you throw it up, just like you're pulling a slot machine. You get a high, just like when you're in the casino, you get a high, you get a little win. What do? I keep going because I'm winning now. Or you're losing, but you look around you and other people are hitting the jackpot. So what do? You go again. Now, there's nothing wrong with creating. We love to create. We love to express. But there's clearly something that's happening in the ecosystem and it's taking a toll on everybody.
You're like, oh, I'm only going up from here. Except for you don't. You sit down in the chair, you press the button. AKA post another video, flops. Wait a minute, but how did this flop? I only had 20,000 followers and now I have 400,000 followers.
Great point. Right now, you can see in the social media landscapes where the amount of subscribers or followers you have really doesn't matter as much anymore, especially on TikTok, right? The thing that rules TikTok is the For You page. And regardless if you have 1 million followers or 5,000 followers, the For You page is a For You page. Any video has the opportunity to go viral, which is amazing. That algorithm changed the game. Before that, it was extremely hard. So it gave opportunity and it opened the gateway. And it's why everyone's trying to rush and flood in. I saw an amazing comment under that video. Where's my phone? There it is. And this comment said, they literally be finessing the fact we all on hoping to get rich with little effort.
I am rich!
I can get rich with no effort. This is simply not the truth, And I think it's unfortunate that everyone's rushing in under that narrative. And this is why we're going to see a lot of people burning out and saying, this isn't for me, and ultimately destroying their creative spirit.
How is this flopping? Let me try again. Let me try again. So you push the button, post another TikTok. Zilch. Okay. Well, maybe I'm just not as good as a creator as I thought I was. Let me try again. Let me try a different approach.
Self-doubt sinks in, self-worth diminishes because all the value is wrapped up in the metrics and the performance. So now we don't believe in ourselves anymore. And this is a cycle. This is a loop.
And then you start thinking, well, what is wrong with me?
Why is it not working? Why don't people like me? I have 300,000 followers, but it's getting 1,000 views. Oh my God, everyone can see I only have 1,000 views and all these followers. Now I feel naked. Now I feel vulnerable. Now my ego is bruised. So what do I got to do? Try harder.
Right? And in the same way that gamblers are like, well, let me just push it again. Well, if I push it again, I'll hit a jackpot. If I push it again, maybe I'll get the You're like, if I post again, maybe I'll get on the FYP. If I, not understanding that, wait a minute, this whole system is built up to ensure that you fail.
I do think social media platforms very well are aware of the psychology in the game that everybody's playing, but there is a way to beat this game, and we'll talk about that later. Stick to the end of the video.
So what do? They let you win every now and again, and by win, I mean they sprinkle in a few likes here and there.
This is true. I want to show you something right now. TikTok has taken that approach 100%, Give people big wins early on because they're invested into the platform. And once they're invested into the platform, what happens? You have more creators creating, which means there's more content, more new content. Everybody loves the feeling of discovering a new creator that you love, right? And then what happens 2 years down the road, you're like, they're saying the same thing, or simply they're just not fresh anymore to you because at the end of the day, you've already spent so much time with them. So you want something new. Platforms understand that. So instead of making it incredibly hard to grow an audience, they realized, you know what? Let's make an algorithm that rewards people more often. We're starting to see this on YouTube as well. If you go to YouTube now, they will be constantly on the top page at the front, referring brand new creators, normally ones with like really little views. As you can see here at the first page, we have this guy 3 days ago, 260 views. We can call those low views, right? But he's at the top of my page. If we refresh and we go again, let's see what we see here. Again, we have this guy 3.7K views 5 days ago. If we go to his page, 363 subscribers, right? Brand new channel. Every time you go to YouTube now, I'm not sure if any of you have noticed this, but YouTube is pushing new creators constantly, right here, 120 views 1 day ago, right? Before, you really didn't see this. These new creators with like 1,000 subscribers, a couple hundred views, they'll get a video that does well, like 50,000, 100,000, maybe even 500,000. And automatically you can see the pattern with those creators. They'll start to make a video every single day. They go from, somewhat posting, get that one, and then every single day they start posting. Because now they see a viable career, a viable job, the ability to make money. On that video that gets 500,000 views, they may have made 500,000 views, you can make a few $1,000s. So if you make a few $1,000s off a video in your bedroom, automatically you're like, let me do this again. And I believe TikTok and YouTube understand this concept. Before, it was very hard for new creators to get on. Now it's like, no, let's create as many new creators as possible, fill our bottom line with fresh new energy and blood, new content. Ultimately, other creators are burning out. So now we have fresh blood, and then these creators will go, burn out, but then we'll always be bringing in fresh blood. They're always filling their bottom line.
TikTok actively decides to be like, nah, I'm going to stop posting you on the FYP. Nah, I'm not even really going to post you in the friends tab. Then what's the point?
And this does happen, right? Maybe you take a little break, or maybe for some reason the tides change, the culture change, the trends change, and all of a sudden the people that follow you, the 500,000 people, the 100,000, the 50,000, no longer see your videos anymore. And then you may even get comments saying, oh my God, you never pop up on my FYP. I get that all the time on TikTok. People are like, oh my God, where have you been? You're finally back making content. I'm like, yo, we're always on to YouTube, the #1 chill spot on the internet. Making content, right? But the algorithm shifts, and all of a sudden, everything changes for you.
Because in your head, you're like, well, I did all the work. I amassed 500,000 followers. But TikTok can actually be like, nah, not gonna show them. For example, the last video I posted has literally in the low hundreds of likes. There are 500,000, 500,000 people following me. What do you mean the view count is that low? What do you mean the likes?
And of course, this can be very upsetting for a creator. This is why over here on the #1 chill spot, we have been nurturing creatives behind the scenes in our own community space. Because I've been telling people, listen, these algorithms you cannot trust. You have to build your own community off these platforms. You have to show up and really engage with your community and create that connection that's not dependent just on views. Yeah, she has 500,000 followers, getting a couple hundred views, and guess what? She has no place to communicate with her audience besides TikTok. No email newsletter, I'm guessing. No private app where you can go to and hang out with each other like we have. We have our own community space where everyone hangs out, chats. They can see the stream schedule to my next show. They can check out guided meditations. They can hop on Zoom with me. It's our own space, independent from all these algorithms. You can actually check it out, more information on my website, which is hosted by our sponsor of the day, Squarespace. So whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, let me tell you, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content all in one place. all on your own terms. We developed my website on Squarespace where you can find more information about our own private community space. And as we were designing the site, definitely was blown away by how intuitive and user-friendly Squarespace is. Couple products that we're diving into and I think are quite useful: the flexible website templates. Squarespace provides a wide range of professional templates for every category and use case. You can easily customize your website's look, update content, and add features to make it truly unique. Squarespace also gives you the ability to sell custom merch. With Squarespace, you can easily design and sell your own custom merchandise, creating a beautiful passive income stream. The best part is Squarespace takes care of production, inventory, and shipping. And here's a feature that is a game changer for a lot of entrepreneurs: appointments. With Squarespace, you can accept appointments directly on your website. Whether you offer online or in-person private sessions, workshops, or group classes, Squarespace provides everything you need to manage your schedule, accept secure payments, send automatic reminders, and beautifully showcase your services. So if you're ready to take your online presence to the next level, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your website or domain, go to squarespace.com/Heinz to save 10% off your first purchase.
So why am I still actively participating in this? And I'm realizing it's because it's like, oh, I have to prove that, I'm worthy of a like. I have to prove that I'm funny. I have to prove that, oh, I have all these followers and nobody's liking stuff. That's embarrassing. So I need to get back up there. No, I don't. I took a 6-month break because I was starting to realize, oh, this is actually affecting me as a person.
What do I always say? Your content, the things you bring into this world, should be a reflection of your spirit, how you feel, the experiences that you have, and then you share it with the world as an offering. Online, we have lost touch with this. It's almost reverse engineered, where everyone's depicting what's happening online and just trying to match that. Oh, I need to post, I need to publish so I can get rich, or I can get more followers, or I can get more views. But ultimately, we're just chasing that next high. TikTok is literally a new age casino, and every post is you going like this, boom, and then you have an emotional reaction. Now, for the people who are wise, you probably post and ghost because you're doing it because you love creating. You understand? And you understand when you create something, you cannot control what happens. You can't. It's impossible. You can only put your best into it. Share it as much as possible. That's what you can control. But once it's out in the world, it's out in the world. You can't control the response. You can't control if the algorithm picks it up. If people are interested in that time and period, you simply can't. And this is why we need to come back to our ultimate why. I have a lesson about this in our creator space. Again, check it out, heinz.com/chill. As creatives and artists and content creators, all of us, we do not want to find ourselves in this space where we are resenting ourselves and our process. This is a very dangerous place to be. But it's also a beautiful place because she's having an awakening. Shout out to this girl. I love this girl. I love how she's venting right now. I love these ideas. She's helping a lot of people by being vulnerable.
Like, my video's not doing well after doing so much work and getting so many views at a certain point in time. I was like, this is not good for me. This is not good for me. So I take a 6-month break.
If it's taking away from your life, what do you need to do? You need to recalibrate, strengthen your foundation, mind, body, spirit, and soul. You don't have to be on these social media. There's no such thing as staying relevant, okay? Everything shifts so fast. There's no such thing as staying relevant. You disappear for 2 years, you can come back again and spark and shift the internet with a new energy, with a new craft, with a new style. It's an illusion that we think we have to be on this it's an illusion. And the illusion may be, oh, this is a get rich quick scheme. And that's a scheme. Understand that's not what this is, you understand?
Coming back, it's even worse now because now there's TikTok shop, so they prioritize those videos, and there's all of...
And you cannot be mad at that, right? TikTok, these algorithms are always going to be focused on their bottom line, ads, money, right? They need to have, money is oxygen for these platforms at the end of the day. TikTok Shop has taken over the platform. Now it's a shopping mall. I said this before as well. TikTok is a shopping mall. It is not a social media platform. It is a shopping mall, and it uses your content to figure out what people like so they can then align products to that individual. These platforms are in the business of suiting the viewer, not necessarily the creator. They want to know who the viewer is so they can find a product and put it in front of them. That's what this is. Understand the game that we're playing here. That's what the game is. So again, we must build our communities not dependent on these algorithms. When I realized that I had that shift, I was like, man, screw these views. Let's just build the community. We do study work with me streams almost every single day. I make no money on those, right? It's not beneficial to my channel as a creator to grow, but it's valuable. It's valuable for my community and myself. We spend time together. We get to know one another. I know what people do. I remember their names. We are building something here that can last.
I'm not going to continue to play in this lottery. I'm just going to go ahead and stand up, step away from the slot machine, and get on out of here. Because it's never that serious.
This torment that you put yourself through, if it is torment, this anxiety, this constant rush, it's self-imposed. Yeah, you may be in a situation in your life where you want change and you want success and you need some finances, but the way you're going about it is still self-imposed. Like she said, I'm going to stand up and stop playing this lottery. Get smart. Guaranteed, she's a creative girl. She does music, she does comedy stuff I've seen. She's going to continue to create, but she's having that awakening of, I am literally chasing a high. The same experience someone has in a casino, I am experiencing every single day. Imagine that. People who go to casinos who have a gambling problem, casinos will kick them out. Literally will kick them out sometimes, right? But we have the opportunity to be in the casino 24/7, all day, every day in our pocket. And that is very dangerous. And we're chasing highs. That's why I say, when you have something that does successful online, that's cool. When you have something that isn't successful, that's cool. It's all the same. What matters is that you're creating things that you enjoy, that you're building your business, that you're connecting with your audience, and you're having fun. It's joyful. Once you find yourself in this place where you are resenting the work, resenting the creations, you have to come back, right? And nurture your foundation and find your balance again, find your joy. Remember why you do this, because it's fun. Let me tell you, I do this. I do this right now as my main thing, and I love it. Yeah, I have days where I'm not happy about it, or some days I struggle, but ultimately I'm like, no, I'm actually loving the way I get to live my life and the things I'm doing, and I have a lot of ideas I want to explore. And as we journey through these ruts and we have these realizations like she's having, what do? We pivot and we make a change. So realize, TikTok and these algorithms, a lot of them, they're like new age, modern day casinos. Be aware. Don't be chasing these highs. Don't be having all this dopamine rushing and then your emotions dropping because things aren't. No. It's a game. Come back. Remember your why. Build your community. Make your money in a healthy, sustainable way. And you will have a long, flourishing career.